Guy that you said used to come up and it'd be so cold.
Oh, that was my uncle, my mother's brother, Jim Bryan. He would come up and bring some of his things that he raised to sell. And it would be so cold he would travel 15 miles in a horse and buggy. It would be so cold until he would have to stay overnight to go back in the daytime when it was sunny. And he was my mother's oldest brother, and then my mother had a brother, Elmer. He died at the age of 17. He had typhoid fever. And I can't tell you much about the rest. My grandfather came from Georgia. And they said he used to tell my mother that he was going to take all the children and go back there one day to where he come from. He was a Bryan named after his white people. Then he had a sister named, no, I can't think of his sister's name, but I know her name, Robert Payne. That was my grandmother's brother. Where they come from, I don't know. But the last time I heard, they lived in Thomasville, North Carolina. That's where they make chairs, dining room sets, furniture. Then my father, he was born of a white woman, which was my grandmother. She raised him until he was 9 years old. After he got to be larger, he never went to school, so she couldn't take care of him anymore, and she let him go and live with some other white people named Willards. And they were very nice. They let my father stay there and work, and that would pay for his board and keep.
Where was this at? What part of town?
This was in Walberg.
North Carolina?
Walberg, North Carolina.
How far is that from Winston?
About 20 miles. We used to go down there all the time, and especially in the summer. And they had a patch of watermelons, and they would give us watermelons, and they were very delicious. You didn't get no watermelons like that. And my father's keeper would say, Ed, they didn't call him Ed, they called him Bud. Go out there and get a watermelon and give those children. Then after my father became 21, he had met my mother in Midway. That's a church where people would go and have what they call a big meeting. That would be where people bring food and make a spread for people to eat and enjoy themselves. Well, anyway, my father met my mother there, and when he became 21, he said he was going to get married. So the Willards asked him, do you want the money, or you want to stay on with us and get, you want the money and get married, or stay on with us? My father said, I'm getting married. So they gave him $100, and he left and came to Winston Salem, and he and my mother raised 6 children: Thelma, Otis, Evelyn, Sam, Maddie, which is me, and Carol.
He never learned to read and write.
No, but you couldn't fool him with money. He knew money, every penny. And he was a horse trader. He loved, every Sunday white people come and be full of white people out in our backyard looking at horses. And my father would go to auction and auction off horses. He would bring a horse home like he paid $25 for it. He would bring it home and curd it and feed it and get it all fat and sell it for about $200 or $300. He was a trader. He made money on the side.
How much would he pay for the horse?
About $25. And everybody around knew him. Everybody called him Bud. And when he passed away, the streets was flooded with calls.
That was where?
In Winston Salem on 2125 Holly Road Street. And everybody that knew him came to his funeral.
Right there.